Hey everyone! So during the last week I was working on a project, but it is not finished yet, so this video won't be about that one. Instead, I decided to make a video about some further upgrades I've done to my industry. So starting with this, which is an extruder upgrade, and with this, which probably makes no sense right now, but you will see what are these. So let's start with those two mystery objects I've shown before. Those red things are basically self-designed holder clamps for a mirror surface on the industry. Yeah, I decided to go back to the mirror, not because I have problems with the industry's default print surface. Actually, that BuildTech-like thing is pretty good, but to be honest, I wanted something that is more smooth when it comes to printing the bottom layer. In many cases, I print stuff upside down, and which is the bottom layer ends up as the top layer of the actual printed object. So it has to be good looking because it's visible and stuff like that. For quite some time I tried to use the original holder clamps that came with the industry. Sadly, I had to realize that those are never meant for such a heavy print surface. So to prevent the mirror from falling down from the printer because of a loose clamp, I decided that I will design my own clamps, because sadly on Thingiverse I couldn't find something like this. Actually, there were people asking for this. As you can see, both the design and the printing is pretty much a no-brainer. And the end result? Hell yeah, it looks nice. Also needless to say that these printed clamps hold the mirror surface pretty solid. Unfortunately, the only downside is that if you print them from PLA, you won't be able to use them with a higher bed temperature like 60 or 70 Celsius degrees or above that. Anyway, let's continue with upgrading the extruder to a full metal one. This little upgrade doesn't really bring a tremendous improvement to the print quality. However, on the long run, it will add to the durability of the printer. This full metal upgrade kit is pretty standard. You can order it from Banggood, AliExpress, Amazon, GearBest or whatever you like. To begin with the upgrade, first of all, you will have to preheat the printer's nozzle and remove any filament left in the printer. At this point you can start dismantling the extruder simply by unscrewing all the screws on the extruder, including the ones that hold the stepper motor in place. Needless to say, you have to be extra careful when unscrewing the screws holding that spring, and also the stepper motor will fall down once you unscrew the last screw holding it. So be ready to catch it. The last thing you will need to do is unscrew those two tiny screws that hold the filament driver cog on the shaft of the stepper motor. Once you have done it, you're basically done dismantling the whole mechanism. After that, we can start installing the new one, which is pretty much doing the same, but in a reverse order. To be honest, in my opinion, replacing the cog is pretty much optional, but I did it anyway. I would say you don't need to replace it unless you see visible signs of wear on it. Also, don't forget to position it on the shaft to pretty much the same position where the old one was. Unfortunately, at this point I made a small mistake. So as you can see, there are two screws there holding the spring in place, and if the extruder arm is already in place, then it is basically too late to screw those in. So you have to remove the arm and start over, this time with the screws first. Finally, all you have to do is reinsert your Bowden tube with its coupling and reinsert the filament. So you are good to go with a metal extruder. Happy printing, right? Hey, thanks for watching this video. If you liked it, hit like. If you want to help my channel and see more of my content, hit subscribe. If you want to check out behind the scenes and want to know more about me, then follow me on social media. You can find the links here. Thank you again and see you next time.